Welcome back. Today is day 4 of our graphing quadratics unit. In today's lesson, we'll be analyzing vertex form. We have another Desmos activity for you. You can use the video as a guide for the activity or just fly right through the activity to the end. Just a reminder, a link to the handout is provided in the description so you can follow along. Alright, so we're going to be using Desmos again. So what I'm going to need you to do is I need you to go to student.desmos.com and use this code right here and log into our activity. Okay, pause the screen right now, type this code in, and then we'll get started with the rest of it. Once you get logged into Desmos, I need you to complete slides 1 through 8. I will kind of do a little quick tutorial on how to do those, but you're going to end up on this. When you finish 8, I want you to come back and fill out your notes. So I want you to answer these questions based on what you learned so far. So you're going to complete 1 through 8. Then you're going to come back in your notes, record down what you've learned. All right, and I'll do a little brief tutorial in a second. I'll get in Desmos on slide 1. Here's slide 1. Today we're going to be investigating vertex form of quadratics. So we're going to investigate this form. We've already kind of started playing around with it the last couple of days. Let's go to the next screen. What you're going to see on these things is you have some sliders. So you have some sliders, meaning you can touch and move these around. So again, I'm going to want you to move the sliders and see what happens. What happens to our graphs? So you're going to do a 2. You're going to write a little answer. You are going to do slide 4. You're going to record your answer, and you're going to do slide 6, record your answer, and then finally, once you get to slide 8, that's a little reminder to ourselves, hey, go back to your notes and answer the questions, okay? So I want these in your notebooks. And all right, so for part 2 of this Desmos activity, I need you to complete this time slides 9 through 14. And these are matching problems. So what you're going to be doing is trying to match one graph to the other one. So like in this example, it says change the equation to match the red graph to the black graph. So we're going to try to take this red graph and fit it on top of the black one. All right, I'll give you a little bit more directions as in the short tutorial in a second. You log into Desmos, you should see a screen like this. And how do we match the graph? So to match the graph, you're going to have to move the sliders until it actually fits in that graph right there, okay? So slides 9 and 10 are the same thing. You're moving sliders. But then once you get to 11 through 14, now I want you to actually fit the graph, but you're going to have to go in here and change the numbers. So you're going to have to remove some of these numbers and place other numbers in there. So I'll put a 1 in there and then see what happens and then try to fit it that way. So the sliders are going away. So again, it's going to start off with something that looks like this, and you have some values you can change. So change the numbers now, no more sliders. So what you'll notice, 11, 12, 13, and 14 are all the same. It's just change the numbers until they fit. All right. And then once you're done with that, we have some challenge problems for you. All right, so for part 3, we only have 2 slides for you, but I have some challenge problems for you. What we're trying to do is we have 4 equations over here on the left, so you're given 4 equations. You're going to be changing these so that they fit and try to match the colors. So for the first equation, this first one, it's the red one. So try to change the numbers around so that way you can fit a quadratic through those points. All right, so I want red with red. For the green one, for the second one, then try to fit a quadratic right here. So now we should be getting pretty good at this. We should already start seeing some patterns. For the red one, I want a quadratic. I want a parabola going through these points. And then through the last one, you're going to want one going through these points. Okay. And the next problem is similar to this, same kind of idea. You're trying to fit the right colors to the right equations. And start really paying attention to the numbers you're using and what's happening as you're doing it. Because again, we're starting to finalize our understanding of vertex form. Now, by now, we should understand really what's going on here. We should be able to find the vertex given any of these equations. So I want you to go to your notes, and I want you to find the vertex for each one of these parabolas. But then you're going to double check to make sure you're correct by checking it on Desmos. So I'll show you that in a second. but I need you to right now try this in your notes, answer these 4 questions. What is the vertex of each one of these parabolas? And then we'll double check through Desmos. All right, so again, here's what it looks like on Desmos. So you have the equation. This is problem number 1 from Desmos. And whatever you think that vertex was, we can double check it right now. So I'm just going to make up some numbers. So what if I think the answer for this problem, I think the vertex was 2, 5. And I can check my screen. 2, 5 is not even on here. There's 2, 5. So it's not that answer. But again, for each one of those problems, for 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can check your answer now to make sure you got that right. Part 5 to wrap up this lesson. Just complete the last few slides. And then in your notes, I want you to write 3 to 4 sentences about what you learned today. Remember that every time you articulate what you're thinking, and it just helps solidify your learning. So, and then you'll have homework too. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed.